late night history tonight on our show. First guest, Idris Elba. Second guest, Marisa Abela. First time in late night history that the entirety of the first guest's last name has been contained in the second guest's last name. Not that late nighter will give a Wore a Jackals sweatshirt last week. A lot of people really liked it, and a bunch of people said, "That's a wolf." So welcome to my world. People said that should be in the NBC store. It should. It should, but if past is prologue, it won't be. Every show has their own dedicated merch guy. Ours is Lewis. Lewis has been here for a long time. He's got an office in the bowels of 30 Rock. No windows. Every time I go over there, he's got like all over his desk. He's like, "Oh, hey, Mr. Myers, hey. Want a suddenly Susan blotter? Beverly Hill Bunce thermos? This one's got a dent." I've been feeling a little sad ever since Sabrina Carpenter confidently said I was a 7. Not sad for me, like sad for her and her up eyesight. It's like going through life with everything all blurry. Living this amazing life and like nothing's in focus. Somebody did cheer me up when they wrote, "You, Seth Meyers, are a lesbian 9." This is just like a breakthrough for me because we've made this mistake a lot, and like we go back and forth on venomous and poisonous, and I can never quite remember which is which. And then I look it up, and venomous is when a snake bites you and gets the venom in you that way, and poisonous is if you eat something that's poisonous or if the external skin of a reptile is poisonous. But I can never remember in the moment that the biting one is venomous. And somebody just wrote in a very simple comment, "Venomous has a V that looks like a pointy tooth." And there we are. I'll never forget, if corrections was this helpful, the things I'd learned. And yet, this is the 161st episode. That's the first teachable moment that has had any value for me at all. Buck's last corrections, everybody. And I mentioned it last week and got some comments. Somebody says, "So sad to hear Buck's moving on without his laughter. How will I know when to laugh?" At the punchlines. We're having him do that. We'll do this today into one of those glass jars, like an old cartoon. We're stacking up jars right now. Somebody wrote, "I didn't know it was possible to leave late night with Seth Meyers. I thought it was more of a sentence, like community service or hell." Someone wrote, "Now when Corrections wins an Emmy, we'll always have to wonder if it was Buck holding us back." Somebody sent this lovely thing in. There we go. Late night, today's date. And then the Buck laughs stop here. I'm going to give this to Kenny. He's taking it the hardest. But only because he takes everything the hardest. Kenny's very emotional. He's so mad about the Critics' Choice. He's like, "Him all!" We're like, "Kenny." We got, though we did a Wordle graphic, it was wrong. Got a lot of comments. No surprise, jackals play word games. Oh, do you like something where everything fits together nicely? This was a comment that just spun me out. Someone wrote, the last episode, somebody wrote, "I feel like I've seen this one before." We had a joke about how McDonald's stopped serving breakfast after 10:30. Somebody wrote, the McDonald's in Kodiak, Alaska sells breakfast until noon. But I'm assuming you got to do that because like the sun comes up at like 4 in Alaska, so makes sense. Talked about the gas tank arrow and how it shows you which side your gas tank is on. Somebody wrote in this comment, and I'm going to read it in the way that I feel like it was said. The arrow does not indicate what side the tank is on. It indicates which side the filler cap is on, Mr. Bond. Read a graphic of a wealthy orca. I'm just gonna read it how it was written. That poor orca, the hat covers the blowhole, can't adequately breathe. The bow tie must hurt like hell and make it impossible to open its jaw to eat or breathe. The monocle is stuck somewhere in the pentacle, and its right pectoral fin is not usable in the water anymore due to holding that cane. Oh, you want an orca to do human things like participate in an auction? That orca's dead now. Great job, graphics team. We talked about kidnapping, and obviously in regards to the week's fun news. And somebody said it actually was an abduction because Maduro and his wife are not kids. Yeah, I looked it up. Like, ultimately, at some point, kidnapping is fine. It's not unique to one. This is interesting, the first use of kidnapping, 1682. Obviously, the word kid, I think we know, obviously, why it was in there, because it was really about children. And then napper used to mean thief. And the first use was actually in a ransom letter. And we had our research team dig it up, and you see if so this is the original. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I'll just read it. Dear Admiral Cornelius, I am writing to inform you that I have kidnapped your son. What does kidnap mean? I'm so glad you asked. It's a new term I've come up with that I'm feeling quite proud about. Kid obviously refers to your son, who is, I don't have to tell you, a kid. And napped obviously refers to the not yet obsolete term napper that we use for thief today being 1692. Hope this clears everything up. My next letter will be about a ransom and whatnot. Yours truly, Tobias Flump. I mean, the Snatcher. I said snap bracelets instead of slap bracelets. Not the first time I made that mistake. Let's just say I lost a pretty penny in the late 80s investing in snap bracelets. Almost as bad as when I lost my shirt on Beanie Boobies. Beanie Boobies, if you don't know well, you know what they are. I don't know. Exactly what you think. So there's a baseball card set called Allen and Ginter, and I have my own card. Very exciting, very honored that Topps would do that for me. And some people have been sending into the P.O. box this card and asking me to sign it, which is a very cool thing for a kid who grew up, loving baseball cards. I really enjoy signing it, and you can feel obviously in the envelope, this is going to be a baseball card to sign. And so then I was I wasn't wrong, but I was very surprised when someone said, hey, will you sign this for me? And they sent me this is now my second Bill Cosby Clemson homecoming card. But then the even crazier thing is they sent me an unopened pack of Clemson cards. This is a real thing. This is not it's college collection, Clemson University trading cards, and they said maybe you'll get lucky and get another Cosby. Let's see what I got here. Epstein, Spacey, Diddy. Oh, struck out. P.O. Box. Got a very nice wrap package. And then, that's not what the P.O. Box is for. If you want to send a present to Lutz, find out Lutz's address. It goes without saying. What's going on? Does anybody know what's going on?
I'm Buck, and each and every one of you is a figment of my imagination. You're not real. None of this is real. See me in your dreams.